It's day 3 of the Knox evacuation, and there is still no official statement on the contagion that has gripped Kentucky. The exclusion zone remains in place as military personnel from local bases cordon off areas south of Louisville. This exclusion zone stretches out below the curve of the Ohio River and contains the small towns of Muldraugh and West Point. LBMW understands a press conference will be held this afternoon on the brewing chaos of the last 4 days. Will the communications blackout be explained? Until then, the only advice for those inside the exclusion zone is to stay indoors. I repeat, stay indoors. This is Frank Hemingway for LBMW.
They said it was temporary, a quarantine, a sickness. But the streets emptied faster than their lies. They told me to stay indoors, so I went outside. If you find these recordings, I hope they are of help to you. I started out in Muldraugh and made my way to the warehouse in the north of town. I hope there's plenty of supplies there to fight these hordes. There are no shortage of melee weapons in this warehouse. Please come here if you need supplies. The warehouse is overrun. Please be careful. I've gone outside to look for a vehicle, but they're everywhere, and I've had to use my 9mm. Every time I shoot a zomboid, 2 more appear out of nowhere. Do not use your guns. I repeat, do not use your guns. It seems that there was a bright side to all that gunfire. A nearby garage is empty and I've gone there to look for fuel. I've made it to the First Baptist Chapel. If you're from Muldraugh, you know where I am. Please, we all need to stick together in a time like this. I've checked a dozen cars today and finally I found one with the keys and a little bit of fuel. I'm gonna try and make my escape from Muldraugh. This place is dead. I've made it to the eastern edge of Muldraugh. Unfortunately, however, my car is out of gas. If you are hearing these messages, please come to the farmhouse on the eastern exit. The house was attacked and I had to get out of there. I'm heading back into Muldraugh, but it's dark and I'm scared. I found a boarded up house in the south of Muldraugh. It looks like the family tried to make a stand here, but only the dead are inside. This morning I came across a crashed ambulance with the keys inside, and it was still working. Now I've got enough space to carry some supplies and head out of town. I made it to the trailer park, and I found a conspicuous looking map. It's labelled the Meadshire Estate. I think this is where I'm going to head to. I hope that there are survivors there.